Hello then, friends. Welcome back to Boston Boys in the maybe not the final episode of the season. Hopefully it is the final episode of the season, as we face off against three teams with a chance at the automatic promotion spots. We currently sit second position just behind Carlisle, in between them and Grimsby, and so far so good. I mean, this season, 43 games played, 75 points accumulated. A very, very closely contested title race, though, or promotion race this season, and these final three games of the season will determine then who is promoted to Sky Bet League 1 and who remains in Sky Bet League 2. 3 spots available. That's quite nice. As someone that's had to deal with getting either 1 or 2 spaces, we now have the opportunity to be 1 of 3, and that's what we're going to aim for. Right then, time to delve in. 3 matches. We kick things off away at Port Vale, who are 23rd. It should be routine. It's never routine. So the team going into this first game then, we'll see Callum Burton in goal, Rob France, Thompson, Akuma Sedin, Pozzo, Robinson, Kirby, Alabiusu, Kasinga Medea and Fletcher through the middle. Of course, this is one of our stronger lineups. We've got players on the bench to come on and change things if need be. And hopefully today is the day the Teddy Bears have their picnic and we, Boston, are the Teddy Bears. I suspect there'll be some rotation throughout these 3 games though. This won't be the team we play at the start of every single game, but this is what we're going with to begin with. Away from home in Stoke-on-Trent, Port Vale, not a real place, but let's see if we can get the win and take the 3 points back to Boston. Faith in the boys. Come on, go out there, make the difference. This is once in a lifetime. It's not because we'll have another season if we don't go up. But this would be a good start. We've got to win against 23rd. We play Grimsby, who are 3rd. That's going to be the key tie, and then Burton to round things off. So 2 trickier games after this one. This is where we need to secure 3 points. Our midfield sit quite deep and try and enable the players in front of them as Marky Fletcher, who's going for the golden boot, plays a strange ball to Alabiusu. It comes back across. Kasinga Medea heads on goal, and it remains 0-0. But interesting football from us. Yeah, I was saying our midfield sit quite deep and just trying to enable our front 3 to do the business. And so until we really push further into their half, it's quite disconnected between the two. But it's worked a lot this year. It does enable us to keep the ball because we have those 7 players sat quite deep as a free kick from Port Vale sails wide. Let's go a bit more attacking. We shouldn't be sitting on this. I realise we're the better side. If I waste the entire half being quite passive, we'll probably end up regretting that, as Thompson's ball up towards Marky Fletcher is very good. Great first touch from Marky Fletcher, who goes for goal, and Woodward puts it behind. So far, though, good start from the Boston boys. 26 minutes in. That corner, though, not so good. Just over the half-hour mark, and another highlight to speak of as Alabiusu finds Robinson inside. Pozzo linking things nicely together. Robinson gets it back, and we're just taking our time, waiting for the right moment. We're making runs, but we're not finding the right pass just yet. But there it is, Alabiusu, ball into the centre. Marky Fletcher! Marky Fletcher. He's going for the golden boot. It's Marky Fletcher. He's going to need to do something pretty miraculous to get it. I think he's 2 or 3 goals behind the guy in first at the moment. So a few goals today, though, and this is the perfect way to start it. Marky Fletcher with a lovely finish. Nice stand Port Vale have got. I am envious. Look at that. It's like when you go around someone's house and you think, well, that's nice wallpaper. Where did they get that from? When did you get so old? Free kick to them in a strange position. He's gone for it. Burton makes the save, but the danger's not over. It's cleared and well dealt with in the end. And there's going to be one final highlight, I suspect, before half-time. I'll be able to build from the back. Let's not give it away in these areas because that is dangerous. But you can see the ball up to Marky Fletcher. Great link-up play from him. And now Kirby racing forward. Kasinga Medea just in front of him. If he can get the ball right the way back across. Sedin finds Alabiusu. Oh, he's hit the post. Should have been 2. 17 shots in this first half, by the way. That's a lot of shots. As we're going at half-time then, looking good, feeling good. And this first game is going just as planned. Second half underway. You can see from the league table then, we still sit, hopefully you just got a glance of it, we still sit second behind Carlisle. And it's whether then we can create a bit of separation between ourselves and 4th. Currently, 3 points is still the gap. So that game against Grimsby is really, guys, going to be everything. So next match after this, unless something goes wrong, Burton holds it, which was the surprising factor, does well. I don't know what happened with the ball there. I mean, team-wise, no one's playing below a 6.8. Everyone's playing okay. There's not a real need to change anything as things stand currently. So we'll stick with what we've got and see if these boys can do the job. I think what we will do, though, is maybe come off attacking, go slightly just more positive, and try and secure a second. Then at that point, we can maybe think about resting a few of our important players, as it's going to be Port Vale, though. And we've seen in recent episodes, viewers, it's been a common theme, is that when we're in leads, we are struggling to hold on to them. We're arguably not being defensive enough, not being sensible enough in these late stages, and I'm very confident. I'm very cautious of that, and we're going to go cautious as a result. Conscious is the word I was trying to use. With 10 minutes left, I was going to make a change just to waste some time, but if we get a second here, I'll feel vindicated for not doing so. France takes on his man, ball in, back post. Kasinga Madea couldn't quite get there. It comes away. Pozzo recycles it, and this is where we're at our most dangerous, I think. We've got a team camped in. They can't get out, and Kasinga and Madea make sure they're punished as a result. 2-0 Boston. Port Vale. This game should be done, and we'll make a couple of changes as we're here right now. George Cantrell's going to come on at the back, and Gael Force in the centre for Ossie Robinson. Just wasted a little bit of time with those substitutions. Good work from us, though. Kasinga Madea, I said last episode, I think it was, he's been quiet in recent games, and this is what you want to see from him. Cutting inside, finding the finish. Keeper could do nothing about it. Whitehead, free kick for Port Vale, cannon against the wall. And as a result, Pozzo racing forward, loads of options to his right-hand side. He finds Alabiusu. This could be 3, viewers. Pulls it back. Gael Force, he doesn't score. Alabiusu pulls it back again. What are we doing? And there we are then, full time. Boston 2, Port Vale 0. Job done. 26 shots. A quieter second half than the first, but we'll take it all day long. And the perfect start to our promotion hunt. Grimsby next, though, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. This is the game that matters. I think another Lincolnshire battle, Lincolnshire very well represented at the moment. Right, so a week's time. Lots of time to go, and I guess we'll report back in just a week's then. Right, we'll see you in a week's time. Grimsby on the horizon. It must be won. Okay then, gang. This, as I said before, and I'll say again, is the game of all games at the Community Stadium. Win this game today, and we know that promotion is pretty much sealed, regardless if Wrexham or Lincoln win, or Grimsby winning obviously would change things dramatically, but if we win the game, our goal difference dictates that the likelihood is we will be promoted to League One in a quite remarkable season. And speaking of Mark Fletcher still going for Golden Boot. Let's hope he gets it. Grimsby then the game, our playoff place secured, but we're not here for a playoff place. We're here for a late surge in the automatic spaces. Can we do it? Team-wise, I'm going to remain largely unchanged. Charlie Oliver's going to come onto the bench, but the team that won the last game is going to start this one. And here we go then. It's second v third, with the winner almost... Well, it feels like if we win, we go up. If they win, it's game on. They go level on points with us, but our goal difference is very good. Of course, the teams below us as well. Worth noting, if we win this game today or get a point from today, and Lincoln and Wrexham fail to do so, then our place in the next level of football will be secure regardless. So, in fact, with that in mind, let's bring the league table up down the bottom here, so we can keep a constant eye on what's going on elsewhere. As Marky Fletcher's free kick, early doors. Oh, my finger hovered, viewers. My finger hovered over the button. I feel like over some of the better sides, we've done better, but you can see immediately that Lincoln have risen themselves into third position, meaning that we've got to win today to make sure that this promotion is sealed and dealt with. As Pozzo gets on it, finds Kirby quite far out. Kasinga Madea looks for Marky Fletcher, and that ball over the top is dangerous, and they're in. Grimsby with a chance. Bailey 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. We got back well defensively, enough to put him off, and Burton palms it behind. 20 minutes in, the best chance of the game has gone to Grimsby. They've got a corner as well, put in towards the middle, headed it on goal, and Burton picks it up easy. There's still a chance today. If results go away, we could win this league, which would be remarkable. Carlisle, though, I mean, goodness me, what has got into Carlisle? As there's a chance here for Grimsby again, who have looked threatening, it must be said. Shot goes in, my word. Clifton scores, and that adds a little bit of drama to this episode that we didn't really want, if we're being completely honest. A great finish from the edge of the box, and Grimsby take a 1-0 lead over the Boston Boys. We'll watch it again in 3D just to admire what a good finish it was. A packed house here at the Community Stadium, but look at that for a finish. Burton gets hands, he'll be disappointed, but with 15 minutes left to go with this half, can we get ourselves back in it? With the home side, let's act like it. Let's attack them and see if we can get ourselves on the score sheet. We need to score now. It's not a case of having like a comfy defeat and just being okay. It's not happening. It starts with Burton. This is going to be the last highlight of the half. So is there going to be a chance for us to get back in it? Or are Grimsby going to double their lead? Bailey again. Well, he's missed his first chance, but boy, is he taking his second. Aaron Bailey's 6th goal of the season. And at half-time, there's going to have to be some words said. It was very, very easy for them. Right then, the boys are put out to do the job there, haven't quite done it. I certainly say, come on lads, show a bit of desire, and we're going to make some changes. Gael Force coming on for Kirby, and Callum Gribben's going to come on for Kasinga Madea up in those left side areas. Let's see if he can make a difference. 2 changes at half time. We'll keep one in the pocket just in case we need to change something later on, if there's an injury or a suspension or anything like that. As straight away, we're in this. Oh, it should have been a goal, really. Alabiusu's bottled that cross. Don't mention the word bustle, Ben. You know what they're like, all right? Just don't do it. Pozzo to Seddon. We need a goal early. You've got to say, 10 minutes into this second half, and it's got to come from somewhere. Is Callum Gribben the creative spark to make it happen? Or is Biggie Romani the guy to do it? Fletcher in on goal to get a goal back, and he does. But he's getting the ball quickly. Only another goal. This goal does not matter, apart from the golden boot, which would also quite like him to win. It does not matter. It's a lovely ball over the top. We've seen a few from him last episode as well. Fletcher in on goal. Great first touch, good second touch. And the finish into the far corner is superb. He's our main man for a reason. But can he get a couple more? Ossie Robinson not having his greatest performance. And there's not really an option to bring off the bench. Anderson, who's tired. So I'm not sure I really want to put him on. 20 minutes to go, though. I'm going to make the switch. I'm going to get Anderson in there. A bit of experience in the middle. As Callum Gribben, I'm going to move slightly more central to play as a shadow striker right behind Marky Fletcher. A little bit more inside. Might allow Seddon to get forward on the left side a little bit more as well. A bit more space to move into as we get it back in the middle. Can he go for goal? Gale Force, it's blocked. And, well, not our best work here. As our Bailey now with a lovely ball to Henders. We've got to get close to him. We're not getting close to him. Great footwork from the forward. Ross Henders with the goal. Aaron Bailey, the provider. And you can see from the league table, we're not up today. That's for certain. And at 3-1, there's going to have to be quite the turnaround. Lovely ball forward. Looked a smidge offside maybe, but whatever. We've not been so good defensively today. That's where it's fallen down. Our attackers haven't been that bad, really, as Gribben looks to... Well, it's not over yet. Gribben's been fouled. I suspect he's on a yellow. He's been called over. And Dan Masuaka, yep, never signing you, gets a red card. He's off. We're already attacking, so I don't know if there's much else we can do, really. Very attacking, perhaps. I mean, should we add any more? No, let's just play on, everyone. Come on. I'm hoping for a late goal. It doesn't look like it's coming. I'm going to move everyone forward a bit. Pozzo's going slightly further forward. The fullbacks are going to go slightly further forward. Can we just... Bodies in the centre? Can we get a second goal? No, it's not happening. It's not happening, viewers. 3-1 defeat to Grimsby then. And it throws it wide open. Lincoln. I think Lincoln have scored late and have levelled points with us. So the final day, it's an autopilot... bit ominous that there's a bottle on the table. Not only one bottle, but two bottles on the table. They're not there for... I mean, I might have to... In fact, get them over... Get them over there. Don't leave them near me. I've panicked there. I've thrown them out. Carnage. No, technically, is that me bottling it? If I bottled it there, I don't know what I've done. Oh my god, I've just noticed another bottle on the floor. There's 3 bottles. It's a beefier bottle, but it's another bottle. Right then, a week before the Burton game, they're 8th. They might be able to push for the playoffs, which should be very unpleasant if they can sneak in there late doors. We'll have to have a look at that quickly. League table, let's take a look. Sky Bet League 2. Burton, yeah, they know if they win and there's a mess up from AFC Wimbledon or Oxford, they'll make it in. But you can see there then 3 teams on 78 points. Oh, blimey, 3 teams on 78 points. The plus point for us, of course, is that our goal difference is far superior. Carlisle play Tranmere, so you'd expect them to go up regardless. They're in a very strong position now. It would be amazing if somehow they didn't go up and we 3 did, but that's not what's happening. Elsewhere then, who did Grimsby play? Grimsby go away to Southend. Oh, goodness me. And Lincoln away to Cheltenham. Oh, blimey. Okay, we've got the toughest game. Burton then. I mean, we're at home. That's a positive, but we've just been beaten. So, right, a few days to go. Burton Albion. Oh, viewers. This is where things get a little bit nervy. This is when you realise you've put a whole season in and you might end up having to play some playoff matches, which seemed like the logical thing throughout the whole time. I wanted to finish like 10th and above. This season, 10th I'd have been relatively happy with. But when you see what Carlisle have done after getting promoted, it makes you think that, should we be in that conversation? And I guess we should. What I said at the start of the year, that teams in this division and the top half of the Vanarama National, there's not a huge amount of difference between the two. And we've proven it with the squad. Yeah, there's been some additions, but even so, there's a team meeting. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do the team meeting. I've got no interest in ruining that. I just don't want to do it. I want to get to the game. I want our boys to perform as I expect. And I want us to be a League One team in about 10 minutes' time. I hate this. I genuinely hate this. It just makes me feel a bit sick because there's so much stress connected to this. Biggery Manor is going to play for Kirby. Whether we make another change in this side as well, I'm not sure. I'm debating who we've got on the bench. I think I'm going to put Rob Hall on there. The thing is, do I want another striker on the bench? Because if we have a striker injury, what do we do? The problem, of course, is the amount of players that we have that are on loan. Okay, do I play Lehigh there as well, who just offers me a bit more, but then I have to lose Hall off the bench for France probably. Oh no! I mean, Matty Gillam could go on the bench purely because then we've got a striker. I mean, that probably makes the most sense if well, who drops out now? I guess Charlie Oliver is the man to step away. Right then, Burton in goal. We're playing Burton, of course, but Burton in goal. Lehigh Thompson, Akuma, Seddon Pozzo, Robinson, Bigger Romani, or Mana, Alavusu, Kasingadia, Markey, Fletcher. Here we go. Right, he's lacking a bit of match fitness, but I think he's experienced. He's got long throws as well, which I kind of want to help me get over the line. They've got Muldoon on one side, lovely name, that throws me back, and Mutumbo on this other side, both decent footballers, pacey, dangerous, and up front, Mampala, who we looked at once before apparently, who's quite nicely well-rounded. We've got to stop him. That's the key today. We've got to stop him. We can effectively clinch promotion with a win here. Not effectively, we can clinch promotion. I'm going to have faith in them, passionately so, and assertively tell Marky Fletcher, I've got faith in you. Go out there and make the difference. Here we go then, folks. This is the moment. We'll get the latest scores up from around the grounds as well, as I think that might end up being important. All right, we don't need to know the score because we're literally here, aren't we? Right, keep your eyes then on the Lincoln game, on the Grimsby game. Marky Fletcher, 7 minutes in, he's gone for goal. It could have well have been a perfect start, as you can see there, then the latest scores. We'll keep them up. But Burton, of course, they've got to win because they're going for the playoffs. Whereas we're going to start balanced. I'm not going to change that to attacking. We've done that in recent games and it's not really worked. We're going to try and play quite a passive game. I only really care about those there. So keep an eye on that. Lincoln are... Grimsby already 1-0 down. Okay, so no matter what happens, we can lose and get promoted, which is not a nice feeling. But as Burton attack, that might be what happens. Hampson brings it forward. Robinson gets involved, though, and smashes it clear. And now the press is on. Can Marky Fletcher nab that? Well, there was a little moment there where I think they were a bit nervous as Marky Fletcher again pressing from the front. Thompson heads forward, and it's still Burton Albion in control, wearing a white and yellow rimmed kit, whatever that means. Ball played in, a big chance and a massive miss. Hopefully you noticed that there though. Lincoln against Cheltenham, but Grimsby losing to Southend. Nobody expected that. So I mean that's good news. As long as that stays the same, we are fine. We are up. If Grimsby or Lincoln lose, then not a problem. We're in there and fighting for our promotion's sake. And Russell goes for it. I mean, it's so much going on. I don't really know what to focus on. Do I focus on the fact that Southend... Really, I should know that if we win the game, we go up. Our goal difference is as such that we should be fine. Lincoln, by the way, drawing with Cheltenham. So we're still in second as things stand. No, Alabusu scores! I mean, I don't care that it wasn't Marky Fletcher. Ryan Alabusu! Boom, boom, boom. Yes, it's a goal. But Boston go 1-0 up. Burton are behind. And yes, we keep our place. I am frazzled, viewers. Is it obvious? I don't know where to look, who to be or what to think. As the ball's played in... Really, just win this 4-0 and I'll relax a bit more. So far, so good though. Lincoln being held. Grimsby, as far as we know, are behind. Let's just keep up to date with that. They're level again. As a shot goes in from the Burton man, he's hit the bar. Blimey, Muldoon there. That's nearly in. Oh, good heavens. 1-0. Just win. They've not had a shot on target yet. They're not counting that one. As we get to half-time, Boston are a League One side as things stand, but... 45 minutes, a massive 45 minutes. Can the Vanarama National promoted sides from last season do the double? By which I mean be promoted that year, be promoted this year. You knew what I meant. Hopefully so. It's worth noting as well that if Tranmere score, we'll go top and we'll win the league, which will be fantastic. I don't think that's going to be very likely though, as an hour has gone and I'm keeping things very much the same. I don't want to meddle too much at this point. We're looking good. We're playing well. Grimsby still at 1-1. Lincoln still 1-1. And from what we can see there, Tranmere are being held. Pozzo to make it 2. Oh, and he does! Iker Pozzo! We'll give him the music. Da-da-da-da, Iker Pozzo. Yes, what a free kick. Then it's looking as if there's going to have to be a major moment of terribleness if we're not to go up here. 2-0 though, Burton look beaten and the Boston boys might be looking at a third successive promotion. Ridiculous for a side that is largely made up of players that we've had for a couple of years now. We're doing the business. 15 minutes to go and at 2-0 I think I'd be a fool to change anything. 10 minutes now as Tranmere and Carlisle both score. Tranmere, a late comeback from them perhaps. Can they get a goal late doors? I'm going to pause it with 5 minutes to go. I'm just interested to see what's happening down the bottom here. Port Vale, nothing interesting. Okay, regardless, let's carry on. Keep going, boys. As a throw in to Burton, and is this where it all goes to pot? Lovely ball forward and a goal. He's offside. I don't know what this official's name is, but I love him. Screeve Matumbu is not getting the goal this time. He screeved it in. He's almost definitely onside there, but whatever. 3 minutes to go. Have Boston done it again? I think, viewers, they have. 5 seconds left. And it's Boston 2, Burton 0, and promotion to League One. 3 in a row. I can't believe it. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this scenario. This is good. Sorry if for headphone users this was a little bit uncompromising, but I've had a lovely time. Let's have it confirmed. I think we know it's done. We know it's done. Second place, just behind Carlisle. The best goal difference in the league, but you don't get anything for that, sadly. And there it is then. Boston are promoted. Where does it show it in all its glory? I mean, that'll do. Teams promoted. There we are, look. Ourselves, Carlisle. And who was the other team as well? Did Grimsby do it? Did Lincoln do it? Lincoln did it. So Lincoln join us. The Lincolnshire battle will continue next year. That is exciting. Okay, board set initial budgets. This is going to be exciting, remember, because our board have been traditionally quite good with backing us, so I'm gonna try and stretch it out a little bit. As you can see there, the board are very happy with me. Of course they are. They're pleased to have won promotion. Well, yeah, you'd think so. And I've been praised by the fans of Boston United. Am I a legend at this point? Am I? Let's just take a little look here. No, just favoured personnel. Me and Minivan. Alabiusi's rocketing up there. That's hardly fair. Marky Fletcher, we want to see on that list surely after this season. But our initial budgets then. 860,000, 67,000 per week. It's not too dissimilar actually from what we've had this year. Wage budget's gone up quite a bit, but transfer budget is pretty much the same. And I will be wheeling and dealing. We'll be trying to get some free transfers in. I'm sure some loans will join us as well. A couple of the guys that we had this year, I'll be more than happy to get back. And I must say, I think next year, look, 3 promotions, what can you say? It's been fantastic. Next year, our expectations need to be a little bit more realistic. You look at League One, briefly here, their final day was today as well. Some of the sides coming down. You look at some of the teams in there that have been stalwarts of this division. QPR are in there. Like, you talk about some big sides. Coventry there still. Portsmouth are a decent side as well. And who's coming down from the Championship? This is going to be key too. Rotherham may do. It'll be Rotherham or Barnsley. Rotherham or Barnsley I think it'll be. And then Bolton and Wigan. So some decent sides in that division next year. It's not going to be as easy to get out. It's quite good that Birmingham and Ipswich are leaving because they're 2 relatively big sides too. And of course, 3 of the 4 there will remain in that division. So it's all to play for, basically, viewers. And I'm very, very excited to see how it goes. I feel like I might skip quickly here to after the playoffs so we can see who got Fans Player of the Year. So just bear with me and we'll look at a few little bits and pieces towards the back end if the board announce anything, stuff like that. It's a longer episode. You know, we're locked in. You've no idea how pleased I am that I don't have to mess about with playoffs. When we lost the second game, I was just a bit like, oh no, it's happening. And then I threw bottles on the floor. That was a mistake, I feel like. But maybe it worked. Maybe that was the trick. I just love it. We're promoted. We are promoted. Should have probably had the light facing me for this video. It's too late. All right, then here we are then. A few bits and bobs. Let's look through them individually. Players inducted into the best 11. Let's have a look here then. Ike Pozzo was picked. The pick of the 6 players. The defensive midfielder accumulated 88 appearances and 9 goals for the team at an average rating of 7.10. I think that's probably fair enough. Let's look at it in a different view, actually. You can see there then Burton in goal. Minivan holds it. I love that. Akumi, Thompson, Seddon. Seddon makes it in too well. Pozzo just behind. Robinson and Payne in there. Remember Alfie Payne from back in the day? Jordan Slew, Alabusu and Fletcher. The fact that Slew and Minivan are in there, it's fantastic. Okay, and Ben Middleton still makes it in. Very good defender back in the day. Alabusu takes Player of the Year, but it wasn't conclusive this year. It must be said. 40%. Connor Kirby just behind. Fletcher with 21. I thought Fletcher would be higher, I've got to say. Goal of the season was the Ike Pozzo strike from distance. I showed it in an episode a while ago. Young Player of the season, Alabusu, and signing of the season. It came in January as well. Wow, what a signing he was. 4 goals, 4 assists for Gale Force, Biggery Mana. There we are. See, you can say it right sometimes. It's just, in the moment, it's a bit quick. I stress out. Mark Fletcher, most goals this year, 27 at 7.25 was the highest average rating for Connor Kirby. Kasinga Medea with 8 assists. Ike Pozzo, 90% pass completion in League 2. Goodness me. Very, very impressive. And most man of the match awards, Mark Fletcher. And Connor Kirby, they shared them. Some people might think why I play Kirby. That is why. He's much better than I think maybe the videos suggest. That's our overall season review. I think if you go to the competition screen, you can see knocked out by Doncaster, knocked out by Bolton, and the Checkatrade Trophy no one cares about. So yeah, that's the thing that matters, isn't it? Promotion, second place, not quite a trophy, but we'll take it all the same. And it then leads in to next season, end of season meeting. What do we say to the boys? I think that's the question. Last year I said with the right additions we'll definitely stay up, and look what happened. I think we're in a good position to avoid relegation. I'll say that, and we'll see what they think. They like that. Okay. Lots of progression with this series. More so than I've had for a long, long time, actually. I've had some saves which really didn't do that. And Boston, for whatever reason, is motoring ahead, and it's really fun to play. So hopefully you're enjoying watching it. If you are enjoying watching it, and you've got to this point, make sure you drop a like on it. And I'll see you again soon. With love, with care. If it's been here till next time, this transfer window is going to be intense. Intense, not intense. We're not all going to get intense, if that makes sense. Like actual tents. We're not going to construct tents. I think it was probably clear.